skill development topic is over. There are two topics left that I forgot to discuss in earlier chapters. One is, before we started Skill India program, I have told you what are the suggestions that we can give to the government for increasing employment. So there are some initiatives that are taken by government, initiative to increase employment. Okay, initiative by government for reducing unemployment. Just 5 minutes in this. Now first is taking away discretionary power of inspector. So earlier what used to happen, under various provisions of Factory Act, inspector were required to visit to the factory and check whether everything is fine or not, and they can go and visit any factory. It was on their discretion. Now what government has done, government has taken away their discretionary power. So now inspector cannot visit factory or cannot just make a surprise visit to the factory on the basis of their own discretion. There will be a computer generated software, there will be a software, and on the basis of computer generated receipt, inspectors are required to visit the factory. So inspector cannot decide which factory they want to visit. This software will randomly generate a receipt, and on the basis of that receipt, inspector will have to visit the factory, and there is a time period, 48 hours or 72 hours, under which inspector will have to file his report of his inspection. Okay, so this will reduce harassment for the employers, because now this inspector do not have their discretionary power to make visit. Okay, so they cannot harass only because if suppose they have problem with a particular industry or a factory, so they cannot harass the employer just because they have discretionary power. So that discretionary power has been taken away by the government. Okay. Okay. Second is easy portability for Provident Fund users. Now, those of you who are working, they must know what was the problem they were facing when they have to switch one job to another. So what government has done, because in case of Provident Fund, you contribute 12% of your salary and your employer contributes 12%, right? So this will change when your employer is changing. So new employer will be contributing. So now government has taken initiative through which it is easy for a Provident Fund user. Portability is easy. So when you are shifting your employer from employer 1 to employer 2, your portability in Provident Fund has also become easy. So steps has been taken by the government which makes it more employee friendly. Okay. So steps have been taken to improve portability of Provident Fund users. Okay. Clear? Am I audible? Yes, no, something? Okay. Okay. Now a new web portal has been created, Shram Suvidha portal. So this web portal has been created to ease filing of forms for the employers. Right, they need to file various form and declaration regarding their factory industry. So now a single web portal has been created to ease filing of form for employers. Shram Suvidha. Shram means hard work or labor work, or basically it means mehnat. means shram means you are working, okay? So it means work. In Hindi it means mehnat. Shram suvidha means easy or convenience. Okay, Shram Suvidha portal has been created. Clear? So these mention these 3 steps in the initiative taken by the government to make regime or regulatory regime more employer friendly, or to reduce unemployment, or to increase employment, whatever name you can give. Have you written these 3 things? Again, sir. Okay. What I said that Shram Suvidha portal has been created. So this web portal, because see what is happening, suppose a particular industry is covered under Industrial Dispute Act, Trade Union Act, Factory Act, so they have to file different form under different acts. So now government has created Shram Suvidha portal. So under Shram Suvidha portal, all forms can be filed in one particular website. So there is one particular website, to file various forms which employers are required to file. Okay, one website for filling form. I told what is the meaning of Shram. Shram means work, hard work. In Hindi it means mehnat. Okay, Suvidha means convenience. What's objective? I said that these are the initiatives taken by the government with regard to making regulatory regime more employer friendly and employee friendly. So when I am talking about Shram Suvidha portal and taking away discretionary power of inspector, it is employer friendly. When I am talking about portability of provident fund user, it is employee friendly. Okay? Okay. Now there is one topic that is left in PSU, was changing role of PSU. So with the economic reforms, with so much discussion on privatization, disinvestment, we need to see that today what is the changing role of PSU, or from where they should shift to where, right? Time has shifted from 1947 to 2016. So now we need to see with the change in time how their role should be changed. So first is commercial objective. So when I told you that we have to, when I have told you that in order to evaluate PSU, we need to evaluate them on the basis of their objective, whether they have met their objective or they have not met. We should not compare a PSU with a private sector company. So similarly, I am saying that because most of the PSUs had social objective when they were incorporated. Now, since economy has opened up, we are moving toward market economy, it is necessary that their objectives should shift from social to commercial. So one of the changing role of PSU is now they should work for profit motive, and they should work purely for commercial purpose and not for social purpose. Okay? Then mergers. Now next what we are going to see, or what changing role is that lot of PSUs were created with various objectives. Some was created just to fulfill the objective of regional disparity. So now we will see that in changing role that PSUs may be merged, or different PSUs may come together to achieve economies of scale. To achieve economies of scale. By economies of scale, I am telling you what do I mean. To achieve economies of scale. Suppose I have the capacity to teach 50 students at a time. I have taken server on hire and on the basis of this server I can teach 50 students at a time, and I have to pay 1 lakh rupees per month for this server. Now suppose I am teaching only one student on the basis of this server, then the cost of